this is recording or not. Looks like it is. It kind of sucks that everything I have don't have any memory anymore. And the phone is saying that right now it's saying battery is too low to capture picture. And I press OK, and it seems to be capturing a picture anyway. Well, anyways, I think we had a fair amount of sites that we went and saw today. There's a couple of places that I wish I would have stopped at, but it is what it is now, you know. I need to watch my speed, because this car, it just, you can be going 80 and think you're only going like 50. I did get to see the Apalachicola River, where I love my oysters to come from, but there was nothing really to see. It's just a boring boat ramp is really what it was. Next week, we are going to go to the Florida Caverns, and hopefully my kids will want to go. I got one that'll pretty much do anything I want him to do, but he's starting to gain friends now, so I don't know how that's going to go. Then I got my youngest one that, if it don't have something to do with his PlayStation or Xbox or whatever, he don't want nothing to do with it. And my 21-year-old has 3 jobs, and he goes to school, so you can't hate on that. So I pretty much do everything alone, by myself. I don't mind that at all, because I don't have to worry about, is everybody else enjoying themselves like I am. I enjoy myself just riding around. That's all I need to do. I'm glad I finally got these little twisty ties for the camera. Now I can hang it off the rear view mirror instead of holding it the whole time. Damn, there was a lot of stuff over there. A lot of yard stuff. When it comes to yard stuff, the shit starts to get heavy. Most of it's made out of concrete. Alford. The town of Alford. Is there anything interesting in Alford? I'm not undoing that bike. If anything, I'm just gonna walk. I need to walk right now anyway. I really need a dialysis treatment. That's what I really need. If we're talking about stuff that we need. Actually, I'm talking to myself. Because whoever's watching this, I don't know you. You don't know me. Does that, am I actually talking to somebody out there? Are they actually listening to the bullshit that I say? I'm just trying to say something so you're not just listening to nothing while we ride. People that ride in a car and put a camera up like what I'm doing right now. Ooh, Pioneer. Ooh. There's a Pioneer house. There's another I don't know if it's Pioneer Village or if it's just an Indian village. It's where I stop and get saltwater taffy. Oh, I love that stuff. I don't know that it's too good for me, but I sure do love some saltwater taffy. I really hate a dry mouth. Luckily, I got some nice, fresh, sweet tea. Rowell Road. Next right. Should we go there? Oh my goodness, that Florida Caverns State Park. Let's just. Oh shit. That's the road to Marianna. We'll deal with that some other time. I just don't even feel like dealing with Marianna people. Do you know that in one of my videos, one of my past videos, I went there to Marianna to ride my bike, and I saw the Gardenia trail. It's not called the Gardenia. I don't know what kind of trail it was, but it was some type of like a flower district in a town where all the old historical housing and stuff like that is. And it's on the roads. You just follow the signs or the spray painted marker on the concrete. A lot of times it'll have a pink arrow and it'll be pointing a certain way. Well, I followed that trail one time. It was the last thing that I was going to do. Well, I got done riding the trail, so I decided that it was time to head on home. As soon as I opened my door after I hooked my bike up, I sat in my car and 4 cop cars pulled up behind me. Now, I thought that they were there for somebody else. Because, I mean, what did I do? I didn't do anything. Not for 4 cops to be surrounding me like they did. But they did. They were there for me. They were there because somebody called saying that they saw somebody with a camera taking pictures of houses and churches and stuff. Okay, well, don't put a fucking trail for people to follow in your goddamn town. If you don't want people in your town to do that, why even have a so-called historical trail if you're gonna just harass that person? Now, me not having a license or having a joint on me, well, it was enough weed for a joint. Now, take that right there and forget about it. Why in the hell would they stop me for doing nothing? It's because they profiled me. They looked at my tattoos, or whoever called them, saw a guy on a bicycle, riding around in their town, taking pictures of the houses that you're supposed to take pictures of. But seeing as though I have a lot of tattoos on me, I guess they consider me to be some type of threat or criminal. Well, I'm not a threat, and I'm not a criminal either. I really don't appreciate somebody following me around and finding out where I'm parked. You fucking cops are pieces of shit. I can't stand gangsters. Anybody that's in a gang, I fucking can't stand you. And that is what the police force has turned into. Actually, it's not turned into. It's always been like that. If you watch, Gangs of New York, the documentary, not Gangs of New York, the movie. But the movie is pretty close to how it was. The police are a gang. The fire department's a gang. The post office, postmen's, and postwomen's, they're all gangs. But there's good gangs out there and bad gangs. You fucking cops. Fucking pigs. Called the police force is one of the worst gangs out there. I would rather walk through the ghetto in the middle of the motherfucking night in South Central LA than walk into your precinct. The only thing a police officer wants to do is put you in jail. They don't give a damn about why or what or anything. They want to put you in jail because they get credit for that. They have the option of letting you go if they want to. Now, when I got in my car down there in Mariana, and the cops pulled up, I didn't hide anything. I told them right then and there, I got some weed in there. Want me to grab it? It's just fucking weed. It's not crack. It's not heroin. There's none of that shit. It's fucking weed. Now, they did throw it away. They didn't charge me with it. Probably because it was such a small amount. And then they didn't impound my car because I had some people to be able to come down and get it. They gave me that option. Now that's a good cop right there. But at the same time, they still followed my ass around until I went back to my car, which is some sneaky ass, trifling ass shit. And whoever called on me, which, I really don't even think anybody called on me. They love using that excuse. Oh yeah, we had a call about a guy taking pictures. Whatever. They should have just said, well, leave him alone. But they didn't. They got out. They found out where I was, and from that point on, they just followed me until I ended up back in the car. I just don't think that shit's right. The cops in Daleville are some crooked ass motherfuckers. The chief of police, or whatever the hell he is, he don't like me at all. Neither does the chief of police of Clay Hatchie. Tried telling me that I couldn't film. I wasn't even filming his dumb ass. But I sure as hell did after he made a comment to me about, you're not filming me, are you? And I was like, no, I'm filming myself. Well, you better not film me. And I was like, or what? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if I film you? And I'm filming him as I'm saying this to him. I was like, I told him he can get in his fucking car and go do his goddamn job. Because I wasn't doing a goddamn thing again. I wasn't even in a car. I was on a bicycle. And I had some questions. And when I went in to ask certain questions, which weren't harmful whatsoever, the chief of police told me that I had to go if I didn't have any business there. Well, if I'm asking the secretary in there some questions, now isn't that my business? I mean, that's what we're supposed to be allowed to do, is go into the police station if you have any questions whatsoever. They're supposed to be in there to help you, but they're not. They don't give a fuck. And this dude came out and said that I had to leave the premises. I looked at him and I said, what are you going to do if I don't? And he went to go shut the door, so I started filming him. Because they obviously don't like being filmed for some reason. And I wouldn't have been an asshole about it if they wouldn't come to me straight up being an asshole. Most cops, they see me and they see maybe profit after they arrest me for something or another. They figure that there's going to be a reason to arrest me, put me behind bars. I don't do anything really wrong. I drive because I have to, and nobody else is going to cater me around to everywhere that I need to go. I mean, today, yeah, on Tuesdays, I go to places and I ride my bike. But there's 6 more days out of the week that I have to go do stuff to live. I go to dialysis 3 days a week for 3.5 hours. Sometimes I just have to go home and try to sleep it away. Then I got, 3. Then I have work after 2 of the treatments that I go to. If I can. And then the days that I'm not going to dialysis, I go to work and tattoo for the whole day. You fucking cops out there can't even comprehend how hard it is to be a dialysis patient and do all the things that I still do. I shouldn't be working at all. I shouldn't lift anything over 20 pounds, or is it 16, with my right arm. I try not to, but my bike is more than 20 pounds. And when I start working out again, I'm not really going to go for heavy weight. I'm going to go for repetitions. So I don't know why I got on this whole police kick. I don't want to think about you motherfuckers. Been in a good mood all day, and when I think about cops, I get mad, I get angry. I like to put their asses behind bars. See how long they'd last. Now, I won't say that every single police officer out there is a bad guy or a bad woman. Because there is still some good people out there and trying to do good. If I'm driving and I'm speeding and doing stuff that I'm not supposed to do besides driving. If I'm hindering somebody on a roadway, pull my ass over, find out I ain't got no license, and do what you gotta do. No problem. I don't get mad at that. Because if I'm speeding, I shouldn't be speeding anyway. Sometimes I get behind somebody and I look at them and not my speedometer. But most of the time, people don't like getting behind me for the fact that I don't speed when I'm by myself. I didn't know if that was a river or not. That was a train track. But all I'm saying, or all I'm trying to get out there, out of this part of the conversation, is if you're a police officer, why don't you guys start acting like them? You're not the law. You help obey the law. You make sure people are obeying the law. Not, you can't tell them that you are the law. And I've heard that time and time again from police officers in person and on videos on YouTube. I've heard it way too much. And for a police officer to have the audacity to think that he is the law, well, that's the one that I'm never going to listen to. And I'm always going to tell him to fuck off. So, to all the police officers out there that want, the honor of being a police officer and helping people instead of just trying to get money out of them, well, I thank you guys for doing your duty. And again, I ain't no saint, and I don't follow all man's laws whatsoever, because I don't believe in them. I believe in morality. Anything that's moral is what I follow. If it makes absolutely no sense, then I'm not even going to look at that law. Speeders, people that drink and drive, people that are on hard drugs and out on the roads. Them are the kind of people that need to be put behind bars, because they're hindering so many people's lives that are driving next to them, just trying to go home, or maybe they're on vacation, or hell, maybe they're right there. Maybe they're trying to just go out and get a bottle of liquor or something like that to take home and drink like you're supposed to. But I've done all of it. I'm far, far, far from being a saint. We are at 30 minutes. So I'm going to cut this thing off until something interesting pops up. So if you don't hear from me after this until another separate video, then y'all have a good night. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. And look at morals. Look at your morals. Do you have any? And what are they? If you do have them. And think about it. Y'all have a good night.